Hey, Ken from Metal Medic here. Going to do a little different video today. A lot of people have asked us and said, Ken, how did you guys produce your stuff so fast from an idea to actually selling it? Well, that's the advantage of having everything in one department. Okay, the design team, the engineer team, which is Sam, and the think tank, which is me, and the assembler, which is me, and me and Sam both make the parts, and my wife packages them. So that's the whole team. The kids help a couple hours after school. But let's take, for example, these Boss Porta Power hooks. We had these on the to-do board for many, many months. And as you know, MT is getting close. And I said, Sam, we got to get these this something for our Porta Power for our Boss straps. And so I kind of made a sketch and gave him some ideas. And he got on his computer thing there and did his magic, and he came up with a design. I looked at it and said, yeah, cool, let's run it. So he'll run over to the VF2, there's Sam there, and ran our first little, I guess you could say, test run prototype of those hooks. And he got it done. We pulled it out and we tested it. I said, no, I don't like how that's working. So I said, we got to do this, this, and this. So he went back to his computer, did his magic on that, went and ran another set of these things. And it was better, but I still wasn't like, that's it, we got to run it. So we made one more change, went back. This is the third one. And then we tested, said, yes, it's perfect, it's ready to go. And what makes me wonder is you guys that have these tools made in China and Taiwan, I mean, that's your business, but something like that probably would have took, I don't know how long. I mean, you think you have the drawing right, you send it, and do you have 100 of them made and send them back and okay, they don't work? Or do you have it one made and send it back and say, okay, you got to make a revision? Back and forth with all the shipping and emails. So they don't, we're reversed. You have to deal with them at midnight to 4 in the morning. So kudos to you guys that make that in China. I think it'd be a lot easier just to find an American machine shop to do it for you, but maybe there's more profit in making in China. But we're not worried about profit, we're worried about pride. So anyways, let me walk you around the shop here, see what we got going on. This is our 3D printer farm. I only got a few running today. These are the little blue boxes, and we already ran a bunch of the big gray boxes. And this is our new little project. We're going to have some of these at MTE. The little box for our cold glue tabs that is actually a little holder too. So there we go. And this is our laser machine. We are lasering the push-pull bar blocks here with this laser here. That's real handy. That's Sam's little workstation there. This is our bamboo printer. Looks like it just got done with a big gray box. That's a humidifier and takes the humidity out of the filament for better price. Okay, and this one's printing the tab towers. We're going to have some gray ones there at MTE. And this is the assembly table. We're working on our new Ultimate Squared here. And everything you see here is made in America. We try to source American-made bolts. These here, I think, come from India. So this is about as American-made as you can get. All right, we're moving on. And this is that tower we're working on. Okay, this is our ST2015. It's the same spindle as our big 20, but in a smaller size. It's got a smaller, faster turret. And I think he's just making these long knockdown handle extensions there. So, and there's some body bangers we've been working on. Some more of those push-pull products there. And we go, and this is actually where we do a lot of buffing of our tips and stuff. I just buffed a whole bunch of tips today. Got them done, a 3-stage process. Well, actually 4-stage. You have to do any deburring, and you run over to this finishing wheel, a rough finish buffer, a medium finish, and then a final finish. So when that gets done, it's like a mirror. Of course, it takes a little time. This is our cut room in here. We've got the chop saws, for carbon fiber and aluminum. And that's an old hand mill I use every once in a while, because I started out on these manual machines. I'm a gunsmith, so I can run manual machines, but I didn't know nothing about CNC machines. But man, I bet on myself. I thought the only way to participate and get ahead in this business is you don't want to depend on someone else to make you successful, because if you depend on them to make you successful, they can de-successful you anytime they want. And I didn't want any part of that. So that's why I don't wholesale a lot to certain people. But this is our semi-automatic bandsaw to cut our rod and stuff like that to length. And a little TIG welder there if we ever need it. So anyways, this is the equipment room. That's where the compressor and stuff's in. This is a bunch of drop from stuff. I mean, it's a total mess in here, but boy, we crank things out. I've been making the 36-inch spread dur bars here, so that's what we're doing. Now let's go back here a little bit. We always have a stock of material on hand. These are the blanks we use. Usually these are way full. We got junks here getting ready for MTE, and this is our stock of material. The wife's getting things ready to go here. And there's my best buddy, AJ. Hey, AJ, say hi. And there's Max. And this is my wife's domain in here. AJ tears it up. So she's packing and stacking for MTE. This is where we store most of her stuff. We got the glue boxes back there, a whole bunch of glue and stuff like that. And here's another storage pack. Like I said, we're getting ready. And the fork truck, got to have that. This here, it keeps AJ out of the way. And Sam's over there doing something on the old VF2. And there is our brand new water jet that we haven't got to work yet. There's a problem with it. We're working with the manufacturer to get it solved, but it's kind of irritating that you spend that much for a piece of equipment and it's not working. So, and then when everything gets packed, we pack it here set it here on the table to ship them out. So anyways, that's how things are done at Metal Medic. You had a lot of questions, and I think I answered them for most people. And, by the way, when they throw that 25% tariff on for stuff coming from China, I'll be willing to make some of you guys' tools. We actually make tools for 4 domestic companies and 2 foreign companies. So, and we're in that realm of PDR tools instead of going to a manufacturer that makes pulleys or gears or something. So keep that in mind, guys. I'd be happy to help you out. Keep your money in America and strengthen our own industry instead of China's industry. See ya.